in YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, I finally have a new video for you guys this week. It's been about, I don't know, maybe like 6 months since I last posted. Not for lack of wanting, more so just because I nearly died at the beginning of this year. I was in the hospital for nearly a month. I spent about 3 months in recovery, had a foot of my intestine taken out. It's an interesting story. I'll actually probably tell you that story if you're interested in hearing it in another video. This video is going to be about pimp jobs because motherfuckers got bills to pay. So let's dive into it. These are a couple of Benchmades that a guy sent to me and got in touch with over the forums. He was interested in getting something that's going to be user-friendly but still nice looking. So this is a mini Griptilian. This is actually the Blade HQ edition. It's got the gray G10 with that nice little mill texture in there. It's got the blue G10 liners along with some blue, I think it's aluminum standoffs. It had a black clip. We stripped the clip. We gave everything a full stonewash, a full acid stonewash to be specific. So the clip matches the blade, which kind of flows right into that gray G10. This is the 20 CV with the Spidey hole, as you could tell. You know, as long as you know what you're doing when you do these things, mask off the pivot areas. Hello, hard to do on camera though. You still get that nice smooth action on a Griptilian, so that's very nice. That nice user acid stonewash should really help mask any scratches from use and things like that too. Got a wicked edge that we put back on there. Anytime you acid wash, you got to put a new edge on there. So we got that nice wicked edge that's on there too. I've recently picked up the what is it? The Wicked Edge Go. It's like the little mini pack that comes with just a pair of stones, but I picked up a couple of stones extra. I don't know if you guys are interested in hearing about that. Post up some comments below, and maybe we'll do a review or a overview of that little system and how it works. I like it. I got an Edge Pro Apex. That's kind of a pain in the butt unless you're really down for sitting down for a good hour to do a knife. That Wicked Edge Go is a nice quick option, and it does a really, as you can tell, keen edge. So anyways, Benchmade Griptilian Mini turned out pretty nice. This one's the one I'm more excited about, though. This is the Benchmade proper. This was originally the red G10 version. It's just under a 3-inch blade. This is also the clip point. I know there's a sheep's foot. I think you can get these for around like 120 bucks if you go with just the basic versions. You can get ones with carbon fiber scales already built into them for a little over 200 bucks. Or you could get the G10 version and hit me up. So what this gentleman wanted to do is he, as you can see, wanted some desert ironwood. So he had picked out the scales, sent them to me to work on. We gave it a matching acid stonewash on all the liners, on the lock back. The inside is still nice and satiny, so it doesn't affect the action. Hold on one second, you guys. Whoop, technical glitch. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. This is not exactly a professional operation, you guys. So anyways, we were talking about the action. For slip joint, it's really nice. It's got that second stage lock that's in there. It's got a nice smooth action between the two. It's missing a pocket clip. You know, that's something that me personally I kind of like, but to each their own. I'll tell you what, it looks a whole hell of a lot better now that it's got these beautiful ironwood scales than it did with that red G10. The blade, it turned out interestingly. I had done just a standard wash on it. I usually do a 10 to 15 minute dip and then a wash for about an hour. The satin on the flats is so heavy on these, like when it went through the stonewash, like it came out and you can still see the ridges in the satin. Now I could go through and I could give it a second wash that would probably get in there and get the rest of that stuff, but the contrast, it's not really I think showing up as good on the camera as I'd like, but in real life, man, the contrast of that, those flats still with the acid wash on the bottom, it just looks great. And this is coming from a guy who's not a big slip joint fan. Size-wise, it's just under that 3-inch. I think it's like 2.8 inches of blade. You know, it's very comparable to something like this, the Leak. Obviously, it's got a bit different blade shape. This one's assisted. This one's not. This one's got that sexy carbon fiber. But man, that desert ironwood is some beautiful stuff. And the great thing about this is it is so dense. It just works good in a lot of different climates. You know, there are some woods that really swell or shrink depending on the humidity and things like that. And you got to get the right mixture if you're going to impregnate it with some stuff that's going to help prevent that swelling. But Ironwood is always a great choice. And this just turned out rich and dark. You know, sometimes you see it and you've got those blonde stripes in it, or you've got, you know, big blonde chunks in it, which is really cool as well. But this one, the veins and the dark swells in the kind of burl areas. See if we can, there you go. The chatoyance that you get is also not being captured on the film, but it looks good. Now you can see there's no little lanyard hole. Gentleman said he doesn't use lanyard holes, and me personally think a lanyard hole has no space on a gentleman's knife. Now tactical, that's a little bit different. If you're actually going to use it to pull the knife out, I dig it. But again, Desert Ironwood on this. It's got the S30V blade. It's got the nail nick, I guess you'd call it. It's got a nice little clip point. You can get this in a sheep's foot blade as well. I like the clip point better than a sheep's foot if you're going to go with something like this. Just a classic boat handle design. Fits good in the hand. Feels good with that that rounded wood finish. It's really just a high grit sandpaper, a buff, and then a bit of wax that goes on top of this to give you that nice overall look. So again, that Desert Ironwood is some fun stuff to work with. I got all this dense, yellowish sawdust all over my shop now. Pretty awesome. So that's what we got on the turntable for you guys this week. A pair of Benchmades. I got a couple of more knives that I've been working on. I just finished up a very dressy Damascus Jesse Duras Flare. I've got a custom knife video that's going to be coming your way if you guys are interested. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you are interested in seeing. If you're interested in seeing more pimp jobs, I got a lot more of those coming up. So I'll try and take a few minutes to film some of them before I ship them out. If you're interested in seeing a few overview videos or review videos, let me know that too. I got a couple of new ZTs. I got a couple of Spydercos. But if you people aren't interested in the videos, I don't want to take the time to do them. So I don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste mine. Let me know what you're interested in seeing. Until then, thanks for stopping by. Peace.